Biology, Part 34. Even when growing actively, the body's tissues are continually being renewed. Depending on the rate of the turnover, it is to be expected that the body will require significant amount of proteins, calcium, and phosphate in the diet, and these substances are in fact most important materials needed for growth and repair. Many thousands of different types of proteins molecules exist, each suited to its own particular function in the life of an organism. The amino acids contents of these proteins vary widely, so that the mixture of amino acids present in a person's diet may be quite different from that needed by his body. In a similar way, a person's amino acid requirements may vary from time to time, depending on which protein are being replaced and on whether growth is taking place. Fortunately, the diet does not always need to provide precisely the correct mixture of amino acids, because body tissues, and in particular liver, have the ability to convert some amino acids into others. The amino acids which the body cannot manufacture and which must therefore be present in the diet are called essential amino acids, while the remaining amino acids are described as non-essential. The only protein foods known to provide nearly the correct mixture of amino acids for human growth are eggs, human breast milk, and all other proteins foods are deficient in one or the other of the essential amino acids. In general, the foods from animal sources approximate more closely to human requirements than foods from the plants. The nutritional value of wheat, for example, is reduced because it is seriously deficient in amino acid and lysine. Taking account for the problem, the recommended daily intake of the protein for an adult is around 70 kilogram. Sorry, I beg your pardon, please. 70 gram. So it's not 70 kilogram, it's 70 grams. Protein is more needed when the deficiency in the diet than the carbohydrate itself. And in typical countries, lack of the protein can give a rise to the diseases such as there can be different diseases as well. This occurs when the infants are first weaned for the breast milk into the low protein cereal foods. It can easily be corrected by adding suitable proteins to the rich food in their diet, and the turnover of the material, it can be there, and if it is there, it can certainly slower than the turnover of the proteins to the calcium and the phosphate are required in the diet much smaller amounts. Daily calcium intake of 500 milligram is recommended for adults. Milk and cheese are the best sources. Phosphate is present in virtually all the foodstuff and is ready if ever deficient in diet, as well as being used to make bones, and it essential for making ATP and the nucleic acids DNA and RNA. Control factors in the diet. The control factors in the diet include vitamins and inorganic salts. Vitamins are relatively complex carbon compounds which cannot be manufactured in the body but which are essential for normal metabolism. They are needed, but the body does not produces them, and different functions of inorganic salts are listed. So we get an analysis on it, and we'll talk more about them in our next video.